And that's why I said cameras need to be in the class. Y'all let this happen to him. I begged y'all. Y'all called me every week and said he did something that he never done before. And y'all let this happen. On a camera? On the camera, and it's her. Whoever it is, I don't know if it's you or Mr. R. Whoever was in that classroom, there's a man's voice I seen. I think it's Mr. R. Was calling him.
For cameras to be installed in classrooms serving nonverbal children.
Our children deserve protection, transparency, and accountability at all times, not just when something goes wrong. No parent should have to question whether their child is safe at school. Under the impression, but I knew better. I knew better, and they want me to shut up and not say his name on the nose. No. Where's my baby's justice at? Principal Rivera, she never found it. She lied on the camera. The main teacher, she's the one who actually came and pulled my son's hair back in the ponytail I had in his hair. It was a tight ass ponytail. So you had to pull that ponytail back just to see the camera.
My heart goes out to you. I don't know if I would even imagine, but it's not too many. They can say a lot about the black culture. You were smart enough to know that something was going on with your baby. That's right. That you put a camera in his head.
All right, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video right now. Look, I've been getting hit up a lot to do a video pertaining to a mother finding out things happen to her son at school or at daycare. I've been getting different messages about the situation, but basically what I've been told so far is that it's a young lady who installed, I'm just gonna read the message here. This is one of the messages that stood out to me the most. Hello, Mr. King. How are you doing today? Could you please spread awareness on the case? I know that you do not play about these kids, and you will put a school or a daycare on blast and spread awareness about what's going on with these children. Basically, a mother has went to a school after placing a hidden camera on her son. After she placed the hidden camera, she could watch it live to see what was going on. And basically things went from there. Could you please spread awareness on this? I know that you do this when it comes to the children, and that's why I rock with you the way that I do. Also, the mother is asking for this to be spread across any social media platform. She needs more eyes on this situation. Blog sites are not mentioning her name. I am looking for her name as well. Could you please do what you can to find out what's going on with this? Now, in these type of situations, y'all know we got to see what's going on before I get all the way into it like this. So let's go ahead and jump into this and see what's going on. But I simply want to say, when it's a situation like this, y'all know we're going to talk about it. We're going to expose it, and it's going to, you know, get some emotion going on. These daycares, these schools, they get away with a lot. So yeah, I really don't like this shit. And, you know, having a kid, I think that really brings out a different level of, you know, sympathy and empathy in these type of situations. Just to imagine what someone can do to your kid when they have really no, you know, say so on what's happening is very sad and unfortunate. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch this, see what's going on with it. If it's a situation where I feel I need to find more information, I'm going to do so. But this video is lengthy, so we don't know what's going to happen. Let's just jump into it, see what's up, and we're going to talk about it in the comment section. Let's go.
Well, I'm sorry, but I just think the worst thing in my life, my son, the camera was hurt, and Mr. R is beating my baby, grabbing by the neck and beating my tail for no reason. Soon as Sarah walked out the classroom to go to the restroom on camera, Mr. R is picking my baby. He just took my child for no reason. For no reason. My child, I got the police coming up here now, it's on camera. Soon as Sarah walked out the room, he's hurting my son and calling him in the N-word.
What? This some crazy shit right here, boy. Field
The police is on the way. I put the camera in her. And my
Elementary. I'm finna find their ass.
you want to go? Yes, they're on the way. Okay. He's constantly calling him the N-word as soon as Sarah walks out the classroom. What? He's him. And that's why I said, Cameron be being crazy. Y'all let this happen to him. I beg y'all. Y'all called me every week and said he did something that he never done before, and he was peaching him. He's never peached before. He was peaching him and calling him a stupid. And y'all let this happen. On the camera with her. Whoever it is, I don't know if it's you or Mr. R. Whoever was in that classroom, there's a man's voice. I see him. I think it's Mr. R. Was calling him. Okay, y'all.
I am sorry if that happened.
Y'all, let this happen. I told them my son's a good boy. I had to put a camera on his hair just to see that my child been in the classroom, talking, being calling, and he's nonverbal. This is my baby.
Oh man.
My child, and he will get justice because y'all let this happen. Mr. R needs to get locked up now. It's on the camera. He's calling him, touching him. Boy, sit down. And my baby didn't even move. Sarah walked out the class and my baby didn't even move.
Okay, you thought this police en route? Are you have LMPD coming or do you have to people?
The police is on the way.
Okay.
Y'all, my son has been abused at the school and they let this happen. My son has never peached anyone. He's peaching him. But they've been calling him. Is that what y'all allow? Is that what y'all allow? My child is nonverbal autistic. And y'all call me every day, and said that he was doing stuff because he's been abused. None of y'all seen it. So you didn't know? Did you not know he was being abused?
Absolutely not.
Did you know that he was being abused? Did you know he was being abused?
No, ma'am, I don't.
So y'all just let it happen. And I told y'all to investigate.
We're going to stop talking until the police get here, okay? So we can have it all assessed for your record.
Oh, it's on record.
Okay.
Everybody share this because my nonverbal child has been abused and these people been letting it happen. He was calling him on camera.
Stop talking until the police arrive, okay? All right. Let me call Officer Hughley and make sure he's coming down.
Damn, this crazy, boy.
Something's hurt me. Put a camera. God told me. God told me.
LMPD.
Yes. God told me that he's a good boy at home. At church around a lot of people, he's a good boy. But somebody has to be doing something to him. And it took one day, one camera. And that's how God works. You believe in God. That's how he worked. That's how the power of Jesus Christ do. Because if I would kept him, I said I can't send him back to the school and at church. Somebody was abusing him. And my son was sitting down. And this man walks over to him and calling him and him. Do y'all have kids?
I have, yes, man.
This has probably been happening every day. He's coming home with scratches on his neck. It took one day. This is just the worst. This is just the worst. And my composure right now is like at the best. It's at the best. It's at the best.
This is crazy.
I'm upset because when I seen it, I was just crying. I was like, God, I see this all the time, but I'm not back. Why my sweet baby, you gotta go. And I kept sending her, just give him a chance, just send him to school solo. I kept sending my baby to hell every day. And the whole time Sarah wasn't her. So when Sarah walked out the room, he walked up to Tamara and just started, So just thinking that week that she wasn't her. That y'all call me every day and my baby, please look. I don't know what's going on. This is somebody I'm trusting to take my son to the restroom every day.
I feel.
This is the worst, my little baby, my sweet baby. And he's so small and sweet. And he wasn't doing nothing, he just was sitting down. He said during the whole class. As soon as Sarah said I'm going to the restroom, he walked directly up to my baby. I can't even let nobody see the footage. I gotta call a lawyer. Like, I have to call my lawyer. I can't even let nobody see this footage.
because I can't even. Oh, I'm just sick of my stomach. This is just gonna work. But I gotta tell his father this, and his father told me don't send him to the school. Somebody's doing something to our son. And I still send him now. This was like even worse. This is still elementary. I just feel like an even worse parent. This is the worst. My baby don't deserve this. I know he don't like. I can't just. No, I can't sit. I'm just so like. I can't call nobody. Don't nobody call my phone. If you see these videos of these kids getting on the bus and they nonverbal, it hurts my heart even more because my son can't say somebody's hurting me. And then to be a little black boy and he calling the N-word is just even more sickening. This is the worst. This is the worst.
It's so watering.
Right, I don't want nothing.
I got there if you want it.
Okay, so this video finna end. I'm getting hot. I'm finding more and more stuff. This happened in Louisville. Let me see. I done found the video about it, but I need to find her. Okay, so let me see if I can find her somewhere, cause this video finna get ready to end, and we just can't. We just can't leave off without getting more closure. Cause hell nah. So yeah, let me see what this talking about.
Allegations against a staff member. The principal wrote to parents saying the schools received several calls and emails about a social media post involving that staff member. In the post, the mother of a nonverbal autistic child said she hid a camera in her son's hair, concerned about what was happening at school. She claims the footage captured him being verbally and physically abused by the staff member. Now, we are not naming him as he has not been charged or disciplined by JCPS. A district spokesperson would not confirm whether he's been reassigned for the investigation. Metro Council member Tammy Hawkins has called a press conference to address student safety at Field tomorrow at 2 p.m. Here's at Field Elementary.
So basically, this was yesterday. Okay, let me see what I can find. I got to get on this right here. A press conference and all of this shit going on too, so I got to find that. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So look, I done found the mother. I done found the press conference. I done found her. She did another full live video. Her information will be in the video somewhere. Basically, it's another live video that she did too, where the police came. She said the police are here. So let's watch these. I done added them all to here. So we finna see what the hell is going on. I just want to say in these type of situations, man, you can be overlooked and thrown to the wayside so easily because of people's positions with certain people. You know what I'm saying? Certain people can have certain relationships that'll silence you. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case in this situation. I'm just speaking in general when I say what I say. And everything I'm saying in this video about every person, every single word and sentence is all allegedly and just my thoughts and opinions, or I'm going off of what's said. But what's said in this video could not be factual as well. Everything is all allegedly until proven differently. But basically, we're gonna jump into these. I want to see what she has to say. And I just want to say, man, justice needs to be served. She also has a picture of the guy. I can post a picture, but I'm not going to say that he did anything or it was him or anything of that nature. I'm just simply just showing y'all who she said it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back into it and see what's going on. I got all of the lives. I got her on another 2 more lives. And then after that, it's the press conference. They need to hold somebody accountable for this shit. Let's go.
This is just the worst thing. I don't even want to watch the rest of the video. It's like, oh, Dana was in there. It was just him and Dana. As far as I knew, but it was like soon as Sarah said I
Oh, and it's a lot of footage, honey. The beginning, I was like, okay. The beginning, they talking about smoking weed and eating weed brownies. I mean, all of the teachers are. Every single one of them. They was like, yeah, I smoked last night with my son. And then Sharon's like, yeah, I had a brownie earlier, but it didn't have a lot of herbs in it. And I'm like,
What the hell?
Y'all getting high dealing with special needs kids? That's bad, but I was gonna keep that to myself. You know what I'm saying? But this is crazy. The footage is like it's like at least 80 footages, and I can't even say to what made whoever went to the sensory room, whenever he had to go to the sensory room, if he was calm, this is what pushed him to act out in any type of way. He's protecting himself because he's never hit anyone or did anything before. This is it. He will never come back to JCPS again.
They're not, they're coming.
My son is non-verbal autism. No, I really just, can I go sit in the car? Cause he's in the car with his stepdad.
Sure. And do you want me to call you when they arrive?
Yes, I'll be outside.
Okay.
Cause Lord, I'm just.
Do you want me to call you, or do you feel like you'll see him pull up?
I'll see him.
Okay.
I'm thanking God that I got saved. Cause Lord Jesus, if I didn't get saved, Jesus Christ, if I didn't know God, Lord.
All right. If for some reason they get in and I have to you coming up, I'll call you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing calm, y'all. I'm seeing real time because like you can't make no threats at a school. You feel me with kids? But mother stop walk up to my baby, just start. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that shit I can do. That betraying. Yeah, nothing I can do. What are you thinking this? This shit's crazy. There ain't nothing that I can do, like. Thank you. There ain't nothing that I can do that I want to do. All I can do is call the police. He come home with scratches. Look at him screaming for help. That's him screaming for help. That's my baby screaming for help. He's hurting him, y'all. He's hurting him. What wrong with that?
Okay, I gotta say this, that nothing in this video will be shown. This is all in audio, but I just want to say I have to do certain things a certain way for YouTube, and I got to follow the guidelines, and that's what I'm gonna do. But she not showing nothing, but I just gotta throw that out there as a disclaimer. But to hear that baby do this right here, definitely should make them move totally different in this situation. It needs to be an immediate termination. Well, they do have to do an investigation. The investigation needs to move a little bit differently. They need to expedite this. I mean, especially with her having all of this video footage at hand. They need to be getting their own copies, doing their due diligence, keeping him away from a school until they figure this out. But to hear this right here, man, it touched me. It hurt me, bro. Real talk. And I really do hate that. That's why I don't mind exposing these people and putting them on my platform, because they need to be exposed. That baby ain't hollering for nothing, especially in that manner, that tone, that cadence. Something took place, in my personal opinion. Let's get back into it.
I'm not gonna let y'all see it, but I'm gonna let y'all hear it from when this teacher walks out the classroom and he walks up to my son.
Yeah, you can't even see nothing.
You can leave that over there if you want it. Yeah, please.
My son's just sitting there. My son's just sitting. He's not doing nothing. He's sitting there.
The screen is black. You can't see
I don't know if
nothing.
y'all look at this, but listen how this comes up and starts hurting my child for no reason.
No, I'm not stopping. Thank you.
Dang, I hate we can't see. But it's in his hair, so what can you expect? I wonder how she can say
this. Because I put a camera on him. I put a camera in his hair. Now listen. So he walks up to my phone.
Help me out. Help me out.
The hell is that noise?
I'm not playing with you no more. Okay, listen, keep going.
What's the noise though? Something happened for sure. Something happened for sure.
Until he did something to him. So he started saying, I'm not going. Something was going on. Kurt, come on, what's going on here? I'm so fucking sick.
Some of the audio might be cut out.
I need to figure out how to save that video.
It's saved on that.
It is, make sure it's saved. Yes. Everything gotta be recorded. Everything gotta be recorded.
You're on vacation, girl. Don't say about anything.
Oh, so that's district police. That's what we was waiting for. That's why it was taking so long. So me calling the regular 911 wasn't gonna help anyway.
No,
I just want to see what they got to say. What's their plan of action? What's gonna be their plan of action? Cause what? This shit crazy.
I'm sorry, what you say? I'm sorry, what you say?
Jesus, Lord, please, God. Give me strength, Jesus. Please, God. Give me strength, God. Please give me strength, God. Because the Lord knows, Lord, I can't take this. My chest hurting. My stomach's hurting. I don't give a God, but Lord, please. Please, Jesus, give me strength. I just could not. It's so crazy because when you know something, you know it. And God ain't gonna keep telling you. And something said, y'all, if I show y'all when I got that camera delivered, I was having sickening. I was sick. And I kept thinking, damn, every time the teacher called me, it's something else. And this is not the baby I see at home. I ordered that camera last night. I literally ordered it last night and paid for 3 hours of that shit.
People asking her dumb shit in the comments.
Okay. I literally ordered that camera. They ain't even let me in school no more. So I guess I gotta wait out here. So I guess you feel me? What's going on? Because I seen the police. You told me to come back up here when the police. I guess they ain't gonna let me back in. They want to talk to the perpetrator. I seen the police when they walked in. They was happy, jolly, and white. No offense, but still, the fuck. I ordered that camera. It's Tiffany. She told me to come back when the police.
What's her name, y'all? Tiffany.
So they're crazy. I literally ordered that camera at like 7 p.m.
It'll still be in the
all
video.
night I was thinking of ways how I'm gonna put it on.
I'll post it somewhere.
I put it in his ponytail.
Right. Okay.
I put it in his ponytail.
it was like when soon as that regular teacher walked out, he just started attacking my child for no reason.
Okay. Who's the person over here? The sister, you know?
They ain't gonna let me in the school. This is it. Y'all see, I be sitting down here standing. The police is here. Nobody came and spoke to me. Nobody's let me in. Because I mean, what side of the story they need to hear other than let's see the footage. That's it. There ain't nothing else to say, nothing else, none of that. They just need to see the footage.
Yeah, we are. That's why I called you.
I'm upset, but I ain't stupid. I got lots of lose. I'm upset, but I ain't stupid. Well, he ain't coming back to this room anyway. No, I kept it cool because honey, they didn't even see me come in the building. They didn't even see me come in the building, and I'm still standing out here waiting. I can't say it's a word against a word because my son can't speak, so which is even worse. It's even worse. I can't even ask my son what happened to him, what's been happening to him, because this isn't the first time this has happened.
Let us take this decision. You need that truth and you sit over.
Jesus, Lord have mercy, help me, Jesus. Give me strength, Lord. Please, God, give me strength. Oh, God, give me strength. Please, give me strength, God. Please. Then they gonna tell me. The lady told me, she called me at 12 and she said, well, we was in the room and we seen something lightning in his hair and we can't have cameras in the school just to protect the kids. That was her exact words. We can't have cameras in the school and recording to protect the kids. So I said, okay. I came and picked him up. As soon as I got home, I checked the camera. Come on, man. Who's really being protected is the kids.
Facts.
They ain't doing nothing.
Am I ready for you?
Yes.
Are you mom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's going on here?
I had put a camera in his hair because I felt like something was wrong because they kept saying he was pinching and he was fighting and it's something he normally does. He's nonverbal. He can't speak for him, say anything for himself. Okay. So I put a camera on him. Okay. In school, everything was regular. Soon as Sarah, his regular teacher, walked out the classroom, Mr. R walked up to him, grabbed his neck.
Now, is this on the video or are you just...
This is video. Okay. This is from his
okay.
thing. He's grabbed. You can see somebody grabbing him, and he's saying, "Boy, I'm not gonna keep playing with you. I'm not gonna keep playing with you." You can hear it hitting, and just commotion. And my son is screaming, and he's saying, "If you don't like it, stay at home." So is that something that's normal at JCPS?
I might have seen the video. Just hearing you say it today.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see it, and that's what I'm trying to decide whether this is the best place to see it or an office inside. It would probably be best.
Let me get my laptop.
Yeah,
I have it on the laptop.
Is Jessica available?
Let's play the video. I know Mark is in here acting a mess, honey. Let me get the video. He just can't say. What the fuck was y'all in school for that room? If you where did?
Well, the man is he do not need to be in the house.
Wait, get me to the part of the video, cause I'm finna take it up right. Her baby.
13.
Can you take it to it and pause it so I can take it in there and show them?
Is you save it? Did you save it?
It's saved on, I guess it's a USB. This is USB itself.
Okay. But I don't want nobody in there but the officers and me and whoever else need to be in there.
But, bro, it's...
That's on this video?
13, that's when I think, that's when she walks up.
Okay, well, go ahead and pause it.
Hold on. Well, just go to 13 because it's only 1 minute. And then go to 17. I know at 17, you telling somebody, I know you said something to somebody, you like, she done been gonna say some shit like, I'm sick of you, I'm sick of you. Like, yeah, say some shit like that. So go to special, you go to 17 and find the real thing.
Okay. Chris, can you hold this phone? Don't let it play. I won't let it play. I don't want no teachers in there. I don't want nobody in there. I'm sorry, my son's in the car. Where's his stepfather? This is my brother.
We'll have to wait.
You gotta wait?
He's in line. He's not going to connect at this point.
Okay.
Okay, so that video ended right there. I've been trying to find more information, but it ain't too much out there. So this is her going live again after this, and then after that is the press conference that the city council was talking about. But let's get into this and see what she has to say about this situation. Let's go.
We are now following a developing story for you tonight at 6 as we come on the air here on this Friday. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt. JCPS says it has now partnered with Child Protective Services to investigate abuse allegations at Field Elementary School in Crescent Hill. She shared the allegations on social media along with videos she says were taken by a camera she hid in her child's hair. Lee says a field staff member verbally and physically abused her son, who has autism and is nonverbal. Today, Lee and Councilmember Tammy Hawkins pushed for cameras to be installed in classrooms serving nonverbal children.
Our children deserve protection, transparency, and accountability at all times, not just when something goes wrong. No parent should have to question whether their child is safe at school.
Now, a statement from the school district says the staff member is not allowed in the building during this investigation. In a letter to families, field principal Deb Rivera wrote, quote, "While I am unable to comment on actions regarding personnel, I want to assure you that we take these allegations seriously and are reviewing this incident with the district." Going on to say, we are following all JCPS policies and procedures to determine what happened and respond appropriately. JCPS police are also investigating what happened. Field Elementary is located off Frankfort Avenue near the Crescent Hill Reservoir.
Let's go.
All I can do is just keep praying and not being upset. But I'm mad as hell.
Got every right to be.
I'm hurting for my baby. Something I was told has sat with me. I've been crying every day. Every day I've been crying and I've been praying. I'm disgusted. People are saying to me, don't say nothing without the facts. What's the facts? The fact is that I put a camera on my son because I knew something was wrong. The facts are deeper than what y'all think because I only showed a few videos. But I told that principal the stuff I heard. Let's get to this. Let's get to the facts. People trying to put this story like they know it.
I've been seeing stuff in the comments. I didn't want to say nothing.
They got bits and pieces of it, but I'm ready to give you all the facts. This behavior with my child, they say, just started. First of all, I kept asking, can I come and sit in the classroom? I was denied. I can't say I was denied, I was
misled, of course. They said, oh yeah, you can come to the class, we're going to send a letter. No one never sent a letter in his backpack or any type of sort of letter, anything, right? I took it in my hands to put a camera on my child because I have to be his eyes, his ears, everything. I put a camera on my child in a ponytail. And I had just paid for the camera. Didn't even know if it was going to work. Didn't even really know if the instructions was going to be accurate enough, because as a woman, sometimes I don't know. But I did it anyways. At 12 o'clock, I received a call from the principal. She says, oh, I was inside of the sensory room, and I seen the camera. This is not allowed. Woo-woo-woo. I said, okay. Can you come and take it off of him? I played like, hey, I'm not coming. You know, he has everything set up. They'll come when they come. You know what I'm saying? But I went straight up there to school. It's on recording. I picked my son up. When I picked him up to sign him out, I looked at every name and it stood out to me. The first 2 kids that was dismissed were from the same class, my son's class. And he was the third person. Right? So this was alarming to me. Then once I get interacted with the principal, the teacher, she never even came up to me. She stood all the way in the back. Like, she wanted nothing to do with it. A man comes up to me and he says he filmed the camera. So that's lie number 1, right? So I'm still upset. I hadn't even seen the footage because, let's be clear, this camera had to be a camera that was a recording camera. It can't be hooked to Wi-Fi. It only has a USB. It has to be hooked up for me to actually see the footage. When I got home, I got my son settled. Okay. I sat on this her porch. I started watching this footage. The first video that I seen, that I heard, was the teachers discussing marijuana, eating brownies, as if these kids in this class, just because they special needs, they don't deserve the respect and the professionalism that y'all supposed to have. Y'all sit in this class, y'all talking about marijuana in front of my child, in front of every child in there, and that's safe? That's cool? And I told this to the principal, and they let that shit go, right? This is the first video I seen. As the videos go on, I'm listening, and then I heard my son's attack. My son's assault. I heard if I get to school, we going live. Y'all seen it first. My first true reaction to everything, I came here first. There was no sugarcoat, nothing. I could not hold nothing back. I came to you all first. Because they only take shit seriously when it's on social media. Fact. Right? I go in there, they sitting down. You can see the heat in their eyes because they know y'all caught. I haven't even heard the rest of the videos. But the rest of the shit gets worse. Because the professionalism they supposed to have, the respect they supposed to have, they didn't have. When the police came, first of all, I called 911. As soon as I got to the school, before I even arrived, I called 911. And I'm thinking the real police are coming. It's JCPS police. Okay, I get in there with them. It's 2 officers, a black man. I'm not sure who he was. I'm not even sure if I got it on camera. I have to go back and see. I haven't even reviewed nothing. I haven't played anything back. Because I'm trying to get it out of my head, but the only thing I keep hearing is my son's screams. And why the school is still open. If it's a full investigation, the school year is over to me. It should have been over. If it was up to me and people keep stopping me, we would be on the street today. And the school would not be open. They monsters. They sick.
Now I've been seeing people saying come with the facts, or how do we know this is true? I've been reading the comments. I didn't want to mention anything like that, especially with a situation like this. But since she mentioned it, we're going to talk about it. I just feel like that people are saying it because what they don't know. Like she said, there's more videos to go that people haven't seen. And certain things she possibly don't want to put on her page because it can be taken down. And it's probably something that's more, you know, personal. People don't want you to see certain things, especially when it comes to their children and things like that. But also, without having a clear visual of the suspect, people will say that as well. I just feel like you shouldn't kick someone while they're down, but I do understand people trying to find some type of balance in this whole situation. Like, hey, you can't put these allegations on certain people without clear indications of what's going on. But who's to say what the hell she knows, and who's to say what the hell she got over there? I feel like if really you don't have nothing good to say, just chill, just let it play out the way it's gonna play out. But you can't tell grown ass people what to do, and when you put something on the internet, you make it everyone's business to speak on it. So it is what it is. But I do feel like something did happen to that baby, because there was just too much of a sudden cry. It had pain, it had so much in it, you feel me? It was something that touched me instantly. So yeah, and I got discernment, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all do as well too. Something went right with that, and I'm glad she did what she did. In these investigations that they be doing, a lot of the times, man, if they don't get something done ASAP, these people move on with their lives without no consequence. And I don't feel like that this should be happening, especially when it comes to a child. That shit needs to be nipped in the bud immediately. But hey, it is what it is. It's the way of the world, and I can't stand that certain things go, you know, under the rug like that. Let's get back into it though.
But the school is still open, right? The officers were not empathetic. They had no sympathy. They heard the video. I explained to them, my son claps, and that's a clapping mechanism. But as you heard, at some point, them claps stopped.
Okay. I wonder what the
and my son screamed out. Y'all didn't see the actual footage. In the actual footage, it's in his hair, so you can't see it clearly. But I can see this man going towards my son, his glasses, his face, Robert. They don't want me to say his name. His name is Robert Ransdale. He was coming close to my son, and everything after that sounded like aggression. It sounded like a fight with a grown man that is upset with another grown man, and my child is 10 years old, and he cannot speak for himself. I watched my son for weeks come home every day from school, depressed and sad, mad. His attitude done changed. They got me thinking that my baby is some animal. These hurt him. These hurt these people. But they hurt my baby. They had me under the impression, but I knew better. I knew better. And they want me to shut up and not say it. Ain't one of those.
Hell no, they need
No! Where's my baby's justice at? When they see the camera, they said it was in the sensory room. She said she found it, the principal, Rivera. She never found it. She lied. On the camera, the main teacher, she's the one who actually came and pulled my son's hair back in the ponytail I had in his hair. It was a tight ass ponytail. So you had to pull that ponytail back just to see the camera. She pulled his hair back and showed her raggedy ass face on there. And then after that, the rest of the videos, every Karen got a little Karen, excuse me, is facts. Because after that video, they take him to lunch, everybody's acting different. They getting close up to my son discussing how I don't understand and I wouldn't appreciate the confidentiality of the rest of the kids. Like, why would they do this? You know why they was getting close up to their camera? Because they thought it was a live feed and it wasn't.
They was
trying to clear their ass. Then walking my son to the cafeteria, she's holding his hand. My son ain't never needed his hand held to go to the cafeteria. This child, I taught him to do on his own in the house. He can put stuff in the microwave. He wakes up on his own and he can, grab breakfast. He can't speak, but baby, he don't need that much help. She's on the video, on the recording, I'm listening, and she's walking him. Oh, Samaj, you're hurting me. Your hand is hurting me.
Oh, no.
13-year-old gonna hurt a grown woman's hand. You trying to clear your shit up and be a victim? She's trying to be a victim. You trying to be a victim right now. Because y'all know y'all ass is great.
Make some holes for that.
The rest of the videos, horrific. The worst. From all these funky ass teachers in the class. It was a statement made by Robert Renzel. He made an honest statement that stated, a student's name, whether their lunch number is nothing but a prison number. And this is verbatim. This is clear as day. He made a statement like this. They talking about potlucks. They talking about this. They talking about that.
Food.
And these is the facts that they saying. Oh, I had somebody yesterday that's supposed to be a legal counsel, but sometimes I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. I own a business, so I'm not dumb to this. I'm not new to this. I know how stuff could go, right? And this is what it is. Some people might have good intentions, and some people just want to get some money and get a name for themselves, and that ain't it. Especially when you tell a mother, oh, don't say too much or do anything until you got the facts. What's the facts? I put a camera in his head. There's no cameras in the classroom. There's only cameras in the hallway. The clear conversation of unprofessionalism. Y'all, if these kids were speaking kids, regular kids, you think these teachers would be saying, well, I smoked a little weed with my grandson last night. Dana. Sarah Boats comment, well, another teacher she named, had a brownie. And I'm like, why don't we eat the brownie if it's not strong enough and it doesn't have herbal in it? Now, would they speak like this in front of the regular kids? Or are they just talking like this because some of our kids can't speak and they don't understand and comprehend? It's the disrespect and the low life and the unprofessionalism that should have been done. That school should be fucking closed. They want me to sit still. They want me. I can go to the press conference. I can do all of this and do all of that. But this platform right here is all I get right now. Because I can't sleep. Y'all can see my eyes. I've been crying. I can't stop crying. I need justice for my child. It's parents and people saying this and saying that. Y'all saying this and saying that. But it's even worse than what y'all think. The assault was horrible. The unprofessionalism was even worse. Because they treated my child and every child in that class like they was a nobody. Like they didn't care. Like they couldn't have the decency and the degrees that they got behind them and the professionalism just because these kids can't speak and comprehend. When my son walked into that classroom that day, he was quiet. He may have gotten up, but he was quiet. But when that teacher walked out, he knew that was his safety net. For some reason, he knew that was his safety net. And when she left, he attacked my son for no reason. And then that day, that entire day, things for my son was so aggressive after that. But see, they've been calling me saying he's just coming out of nowhere being aggressive, nothing happened. Saying he's pinching. He's never pinched me before. For a child like this to pinch, it has to be something that was taught to him. Somebody did this to him. And I can count on my hands who's in front of my child every day. And I've kept it like this forever. When it started, I tried to pull him out of school. the first thing they did was send me truancy. They sent me something on truancy. And his father said, we can't deal with this like this. The school year's almost ending. Send him back to school. But my gut feeling said, I'm not going to keep sending him to school without knowing what's going on, because he can't go back next year. He was never going back at all again. But this truancy was kind of like, y'all ready to come and get me, and something's going on with my child. Y'all calling me every day, but now y'all sending me some truancy information.
And you know, that's what a lot of people are failing to realize, because I'm still looking at comments. I'm still seeing certain things being said pertaining to how she's moving. Why you didn't take the kid out of school? Why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do that? You just can't up and move. Some school districts don't allow you to do certain things. You got to be living in a certain proximity of a school and shit like that. And I know you know that. It's just like people like to point the finger at the wrong times, because you can hear her saying he wasn't going to go back, but shit, truancy going to lead to some jail time, and then you're going to be away from your son, and you see what's happening to your son when you just away from him for a few hours. So imagine if you go to jail and have to go through certain obstacles to get your child back, you know, because they play dirty games to get your kids. So yeah, I'm all for what she talking about. I don't understand why it's so negative when it comes to people trying to get some justice, but if somebody cheating on somebody or something, you all for bringing somebody down. You all against these people and shit. It's crazy to me, bro. I don't understand the way of the world these days. This baby needs some justice. The mama needs some justice. They need to go ahead and try to figure this shit out. But to be victim blaming them, even if certain things aren't all the way 100% accurate, I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just speaking in general. When I say this, I'm just hypothetically speaking. You know, you still should try to sympathize with a parent who's going through something like this. And I know we shouldn't believe every single thing as soon as it's presented to us without certain information, but what can we do besides believe what she's saying? She has no reason to lie to us, in my personal opinion. But I feel like that shit lame. You gotta stop that, bro. Blaming these people for simply coming, trying to get some help in these situations, and she's saying she got the proof. So I mean, I don't get it. I guess people just be being so nosy to the point where they get manipulative, and they want to, you know, get every single detail. Like a while ago, people be so damn nosy, they was asking her to fast forward if it was alive. I was looking at the comments, they were saying that shit, is this alive or not, because they need to fast forward it. Bro, people just got a short attention span. They too dismissive, and they don't want to take the time out to hear what people have to say, when in all actuality, like I always say, one sentence can change your life. Sit down and listen, try to hear some shit. But hey, it is what it is. I just hope that they can figure this shit out ASAP, because that baby definitely has some shit going on at this school. And for them to try to manipulate the situation, talking about you hurting me and shit, that's crazy, bro. But once they feel like there was, like she said, a live feed, because even the person who sent it to me thought that this was live. They thought it was a live feed, so they started playing into the whole thing. But yeah, it's just sad that this shit took place, and then they got manipulative and still being manipulative allegedly. But yeah, I want to see what their press conference talking about. Let's go.
People are saying, oh, you it's no way that I knew that the teacher was going through grievances because it violates of this and that. They came to me and told me his teacher was not there for a whole week and a half, and everything with my son was horrible. I mean, I swear, underneath his eyes was black. It was scratches on him within a few weeks. I would come home and cry and pray with my child, and cry and pray because I'm praying for his voice. That's what I mainly get on my knees and pray for, that my child can talk. That my child goes to school and he is safe, and he's not even safe at school. I got several inboxes from several people, and I'm grateful. One stuck with me, a woman. She told me that she has a lawsuit and trying to get help because her son was assaulted by another ECE teacher that still works there. That was actually in and out of the class that same day this shit happened. And her son was beat brutally. And they know about it. Deborah Rivera, the principal, they know, everybody knows about it. And they sweeping this shit under the rug. This school should have been closed in. She's sending out a letter yesterday, or whenever she sent it out, but y'all know she only sent that letter because it's on social media. In the beginning, I just told y'all they only care when it's on social media. Because what about that woman's baby? And that happened April 29th. That was going on in the same amount of time that my son was getting all these calls, and I pulled him out of school. Why wasn't that letter sent out? But see, I get on this here platform, man, you sending out letters telling parents this, telling parents that, trying to still sweep shit under the rug. This school needs to be closed. People telling me, don't do too much, don't say too much, don't do this. I'm not worried about nothing. I want justice for my child. I'm not worried about anything else. We live a good life. They saying sit still. I'm not sitting still. I'm crying every night and day about this. People saying, oh, don't put this out there, don't put that. I put it all out there. It's 37 videos. Was listed as 37. I'm not sure how many it is. But it's a lot of videos that y'all haven't heard. The fact that they got caught with the camera, they getting up close to my son, they saying, oh my gosh, just the decency of, having a camera or anything about all these kids, and my child has an outburst, I wouldn't want it to be viewed. No child was shown on these videos here. You couldn't even hardly see him until she put her hand in and touches her. And when she put her hand in and touches her, the little bit of footage that you could see that I had hanging out, you couldn't see no more. But the fact is, what y'all didn't see was the video of the assault. And in that video, clear as day, you can see him going into my child and coming to my child like this. Under his breath, to me, and I mean the video's got to be cleared up, but hell, the boy was a much worse to me. But under his breath, it sounded like, what are you doing? I can't make this shit up. Somebody said, don't do too much without the facts. This is an attorney or whoever, I'm not going to name the name, but without the facts, you don't even get the facts. All you know is that this is a good case that you could probably win. All you know is, all you seeing is dollar signs. You talking about don't speak the facts. Y'all got, man, come on, y'all. Don't speak the facts. We will get down so fast today. Because I got time. I got to go in a few. Because I still have a job to do. Because I'm not going to let down. I don't plan to let down my clients. If you all know I do, I can't let my clients down. I can't stop my type of work. I can't stop and say, I need to reschedule you when people got weddings. People got birthdays. People got graduations. People got prom. I still have to go do my job and also be a mother and be an advocate and be my son's voice, but I still have to go do my job too. There's nothing that I can do to stop that because I'm so prone and loyal to my word. As a business owner, as a hairstylist, as a barber, I'm not going to I'm not into letting anybody down, but I damn sure ain't going to let my son down. I refuse to let him down. They're talking about the facts. If it was up to me, I would have been on here last night and we all would be in front of their school and that school wouldn't open today. They don't open till 9:40. Let's be clear. And they should be closed. Because a full investigation would be, we get these videos to all these teachers. They need to Name out the voices in these videos, because there's several teachers coming in and out of this class. The conversations are disrespectful, unprofessional. And I'm not going to sweep this shit under the rug, because if there's a parent out there in my son's class, I want y'all to get on this live, because I'm getting ready to play all these videos. And I'm going to tell y'all how this man, Robert, talks to these kids, not only my child, but another child, several kids in this class, and I hate to put the names out there, but I'm only going to give the facts. I can only give the facts. The statements of a child, the lunch numbers only just turns into a prison number. My black child sitting in there listening to this foolery, to this bullshit, like he's not a person, like these kids aren't people. He's saying he's sick of him, he's sick of them. Telling my child that can't speak, if you don't like it, go home. And he can't reply back. I'm sick. I'm mad. I'm upset. They want me to be quiet. His name is Robert Rinsdale. Sarah Bolt is the main teacher in the classroom. We had already had an incident with Dana last year, and I thought I whipped their ass in the bed. Let me tell you about last year, my son's first year there, and I got video footage of that too, if I can find my phone, because I keep everything. Last year, my grandmother and another person picks my child up from school. It was like 4 weeks in, 3 weeks in school. Dana comes to the office, older white woman. She comes to the office and she says, "Oh my gosh, Samaj bit me," and she's pulling up her sleeves video. "My back, he beat me in my back. He does this." She weighed at least 300 pounds. My son was soaking wet. He was 9 then. So I calls up there. I asked the principal, "Well, what happened?" "Well, she said he bit her." It's the assistant principal, because the real principal was there. She said he bit him, and this is that and the third. I said, my son has never bit nobody. My son has never laid a hand on nobody. I said, "What happened?" "Well, let me figure it out." I said, "Well, you need to figure it out, then you call me back." And click, I hangs up on him. He calls back. This is what he said. She said, "Well, he attempted to bite her." Now, it went from her showing marks on her arms that he bit her. She got red marks that she probably created. He bit her, right? So now she's being confronted about it. He attempted to bite her. And she was in the classroom that day when the incident happened on May 13th. Talking about she just got some, she smoked some weed with her grandson the night before, but she didn't inhale it. She's on there calling these kids crazy in a special needs classroom. Like, come on now. They been lying. They been armored. But I didn't know to an extent. I'm thinking this woman that was in class is not even a real teacher. But let me tell y'all the real fact. When this happened with Dana last year, when my son was in the 3rd grade, but still in the same teacher's class, that main teacher, Miss Sarah Buck, was not there when my son was accused of biting and hitting this woman, which was all a lie, made up. Every time Sarah Buck is not in their classroom, and when her back is turned, my child is this animal they created. Come on now. Come on. They want me to sit still. They want me to be quiet. Yeah, I gotta be at work. I gotta still do my job because now I gotta try and save up to homeschool, private school. We got all these resources. My son been on a Michelle P. waiver list for damn near since he was 2. He's 10. My son has been on a autism waiting list at the Autism Center for about 6 years. But I see little Billy, little Timmy, and little Curl, and little Helen and little Karen, they get on the first of the list. Michelle P. waiver, my son is just sitting in the back just waiting. Still number 8,757 or something like that. Now I got to change everything about my lifestyle to make sure my child is taken care of, so I gotta go to work. I want to say forget it all, but I'm telling y'all I'm not the type of woman to be disloyal to clients that have been loyal to me for years, and anybody on here can contest to that. I might go through it. I might sit behind that chair with a sad face and cry. I might be sick. I might be hurt, and I done had surgery. I get up and I do her, and I take care of my clients. I have to be there for my shop. I have to be there for my business, for my people. But tomorrow I got time. Hell, today I got a little time and I'm going to do this press conference. They don't want me to say his name, fine, I won't, but I'm going to say it 1,000 times on her. His name is Richard Ransdale. The main teacher, Sarah Balk, Dana, the accuser last year when he was in school that he bit her, he hit her. She weighed 300 pounds, my baby's like 46 pounds, 50. Like, come on. This is the facts. This is the facts. And I'm not going to let up. I need my community behind me. Because I still have to be a mother. And I don't want y'all to get it twisted because I see a lot of people, other people, that don't look like me stating, well, where's his father? Where is he at? Oh, he has a father. There's no baby daddy over here. It's a father in his life. A good man. A good, strong black man that dropped to his knees and cried for his child and said they'll never see him again. He quit his job. He had to leave his job because he didn't want me to suffer financially or have to take off. He wanted me to be the voice for our child because he's a solitude person. If y'all don't know him, he's a good man. And he said, Mama, you do what you need to do for our child. He's going to be there right beside me today. We are great friends. I love him to death. He's a good man. He's a good father. He has Asperger's. So he's very reserved. He's an introvert, but he's brilliant. He's a great man. And he will be next to me today. He may not speak, but I'm going to speak.
At the press conference.
But I'm going to get my laptop because we ready to, I got a little bit more time than I have to go. But before I go, we're going to get down to these facts. Where's my laptop? Let me get my laptop because we ready to listen to all these videos.
I'm glad she addressed the daddy because people are always asking, where's the
I
father?
love y'all. This is the
Always.
I clipped it in his hair, his ponytail. You couldn't see it. I showed a picture of him because I took a picture of him. I was actually messing with him all morning about it. I kept saying, he better be good. You got a camera on him, but of course, he doesn't comprehend. He likes his hair pulled up, so it didn't matter to him because I hardly never have his hair pulled up. He usually wants it pulled up, though.
Where is this at? I'm gonna show y'all a snippet. This is me. This is me putting the camera in his head. Because people don't believe. How can you put a camera in his head? I did. And did. I'm trying to make sure that it's good, okay? And if they've seen it, they've seen it. That's me putting the camera in his head. This is all of the video. The audio is still me. I'm not sure if y'all can hear it. Y'all gotta let me know if y'all can hear this. And y'all can hear him clapping because that's what he does. He claps. I'm trying to find. It would have been. Let me see. Y'all give me grace. I got the rash at school. I think we're gonna start right here. That's it.
Are you coming to sit down? Stop. I'm getting back to me, but I'm walking. That's another inside of the car.
This is how the visual was. This is the classroom. They're talking about random parties. This is how clear it was. And also, when I picked him up, I asked if anybody touches her. Oh no, we didn't touch her. No, y'all touches her. Y'all definitely touches her.
Mm-hmm.
This is them talking about a potluck. Did y'all hear this?
There you go, that'd be great.
Let me make sure this is turned up. Oh! There we go, the video.
She talking about she smoked a little bit last night and she didn't inhale.
I got a little bit last night. I didn't inhale. Well, she had a brownie yesterday that she filmed in her bag from like a month ago. Yeah. And I went to the bathroom. Well, I saw it like, yeah. I came over last night. We were talking and he goes, just fine. No, right here. The body of her brownie is like, it's stale and it's not herbal.
This is the facts. What's the number of the video where he makes the statement? It had to be before that. Or maybe 12. Maybe 16. But if y'all can hear, my son is quiet and pretty chill through the beginning of these videos because you can hear their conversation so clear. The assault happened on 13. I'm looking for the video of the statement of, a kid's number just ends up being their prison number, their lunch number. Everything is clear as day until after the assault 13. My son is upset. He's angry. He's hurting. Then they throw him in the sensory room by himself. If I knew the organization of what it was and everything was. And everything was.
I'm hearing a whole bunch of talking throughout the day in the class. But where is the learning? Y'all just sitting in there. Sitting in there discussing personal issues, marijuana, just everything under the sun, and nothing else. What number did they find the camera? Because after that, things got really weird. You heard my son scream because this was after the attack. Now they think that he's just evil. He's acting like this for no reason. My son is upset. They got in here like they not at work. Now, if y'all seen from the first video how clear I had the camera, after the incident, you can hardly see. I think we found the camera at 20. They found the camera at 22.
I was going to put it over there. I think I put it up. Is it leaning on something, Stephen?
Yeah, surely I won't need it, but just in case.
I was going to put it over there. What's in his head?
Why you that close to him and you got to be looking in his head?
No, it's something with the light.
They did not find it in the sensory room. She said Roberta needs to come and see this. She was not even in the classroom when the camera was initially found, but lied and called me and told me she's the one who found it.
I'm not comfortable with that based on the confidentiality of my student. Hey, Jeff, come here, please.
Yeah, that's definitely worse.
Come on now. A lot of those noises are not my son. camera's completely covered now. Now they coming up to my son singing, "If you're happy and you know it." Where was y'all at? I felt like my son didn't get no interaction the whole class. My son wasn't getting no interaction, none. In none of these videos or nothing. He was getting no interactions at all through this whole thing until they seen the camera. Until he was upset, until he got assaulted, he was upset. They threw him in the sensory room. So if they found the camera on 22, then they had to have put him in the sensory room on 20. Let me see. And they lie about that. Oh, we go in the sensory room with him. Y'all put him in that damn room and close the door on my child, on my nonverbal child. Nobody was in there to sympathize, empathize, help him. Y'all put him in the room by himself and close the door behind y'all. And this school's still open.
Yeah, well, no.
I'm trying to find the video where they... My son is upset because this is after the assault. He been quiet. Listen how Robert yells at these kids. My son been quiet all morning. This is 18. The aggression in her voice that she sends him to the sensory room.
All right, go ahead.
They don't close the door.
Might just going after you, I feel like. Sorry. Ma'am, sit down. Keep your eyes open. I knew that break paid off.
And what did Robert just say? I knew that room would pay off.
You want to go out? Might just be going after you, I feel like. Sorry. Ma'am, sit down. Keep your eyes open. I knew that rent paid off.
Whatever he says. Now my son is sitting alone. The rest of this video, 19, nobody's in this room with him. There's no cameras in the class. My son is by himself. The only camera is the camera I put in his hair. Nobody's in there soothing him. Nobody's in there talking to him. The door is shut. He's in a room with a small room. It's like a closet. It's not a room, it's a closet. For this entire time. For 19, this is 19. 20, he's still in there. He's still in there, 20. Another 4 minutes. Another 4 minutes. In between time, nobody never came to check on my child. He's still in there. Alone. No soothing. Nobody to calm him down. Nobody to hug him. No deep pressure. Nothing that they were taught to do as special education teachers dealing with children that are nonverbal or on the autism spectrum was done to assist him, but to throw him in a room and clapping meaning for him is his stemming. And the school is still open. This is 22. In the beginning of this, he's still in there. And the school is still open. This is 22, the beginning of 22. He's still in there. These videos are at least 4 minutes each. He's by himself. He's coming to get him.
I think I put it up. Is it leaning on something?
Her first instinct, Sarah Vault, about a blue cushion. Not is Samaj okay? Is he better? But so close to him to worry about what's in his fucking hair. Come on now, I can't make this up. And once I find the rest of the videos with the horrible statements to go through, this is just a lot. And I shouldn't even have to be going through all of this. You gonna find it for me? Thank you. Hell, they ain't got no business caring for nobody's babies. Not even their own. Not even their own. Y'all, I gotta get off of here. I gotta get off of here because I'm just so upset. I just want to the school shouldn't even be open. They open at 9:40. It's 9:20. People want me to sit still. They want me to be quiet. They want to say, don't do too much until you get the facts. I can't ask my son. My son can't tell me what happened in that class. I had to put a camera on him so I can hear and see what's going on in the class because my son can't tell me. So when they say about the facts, what's the facts? Because nothing the teachers is going to say is going to help me. JCPS police didn't help me. They weren't empathetic, sympathetic. They didn't give a damn. The fact is, the school should be closed. Today, yesterday, Robert Ransley didn't even get arrested. He didn't get questioned. If he did, I didn't have no knowledge. You know they didn't care because no one reached out to me after the fact. Nobody still has reached out to me after the fact. So did they care? Let me show y'all. This is what I got from JCPS police. This is all I received. This is it. This is all I got from JCPS police. Not I'm sorry. Now we're going to investigate this. We're going to make sure your son is okay. Now that we're going to talk to him. We're going to arrest this man. Nothing but this. And y'all think I'm going to sit down and be quiet? They want me to sit down and be quiet, and I'm crying every second. This is all I got. On a piece of paper, this is all they gave me. a mother who had to hear that. This is all they gave me. And y'all asked me, was he arrested? Do they care? They don't care. They didn't care when I told them. This is all they gave me. This is it. No sympathy, no empathy. This is all they gave me. I didn't even call. I didn't even send the videos to this number. Because I could see in their faces. And then the black man, I don't know who he was. I don't know if I got him on camera. He says to me, he says, well, we understand your son claps, right? But we thought he was getting smacked around. And now if I told y'all he claps, then why would y'all assume that? I said, but do y'all hear the aggression in this man's voice? Do y'all see him on the video? We see him coming near him, but I need to hear the verbiage again. What do you need to hear? Why do y'all not care? What do you need to hear? This is all I got from JCPS Police, which is a fucking joke.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for being here today. We are standing here today because of concerns our office, District 1, has received over the last few days raises serious concerns and questions about the oversight and the protection of our most vulnerable students. While each situation must be evaluated on its own facts, when multiple concerns surface at the same time, it is appropriate to ask whether certain policies are being applied consistently and whether additional review is needed. We are not here today to act as the judge or the jury, nor are we here to claim we have an immediate answer to every complex classroom challenge. Our role is not to determine conclusion, but to ensure that when concerns are raised, they are examined fully and consistently, and that the appropriate administrative processes are followed. Since the situation came to light, our office has been flooded with calls, which has been very concerning and disturbing to me. The calls that have came in has been overwhelming. So often we wait until something happens in our neighborhoods or in our families before we want to speak up. And it's not many that even have the courage. They always want to wait until someone is proven guilty.
Mm-hmm.
It's so disheartening. I've watched the video. And to actually hear one of our Jefferson County Public School teachers say, "Get off of me. Get off of me." That within itself is a concern. Especially when it comes to a nonverbal child. There is no exception.
Facts. The way that he was.
No exception to any rule, any policy, that should be okay with, right? I'm learning every day that I sit in this space. But as I'm learning that things change with policies. That's what it starts with. The people that we elect to sit on these boards, they make the decisions for our youth. My heart goes out to you. I don't know if I would even imagine, but it's not too many. They can say a lot about the black culture. You were smart enough to know that something was going on with your baby.
Oh yeah, I'm rocking with her.
You put a camera
Yeah, I like her for sure.
in his head. And don't ever apologize for that. Took a lot of courage. Took a lot of heart. My heart goes out to you and you. And all the parents and the families that cannot speak up because they have been silenced after things have been resolved with the school system. They silence you. I don't work for the school system. I work for the people.
That's right.
I want to say thank you to my colleague, Andrew Owens. This happened in his district. This family lives in his district. For me, showing up, it means a lot. He could have said no. Let me get some more information. When I started getting the calls, I reached out to his office, and he showed up. Says a lot about him. Says a lot about his character. Most people don't want to get involved at the beginning of an investigation. They just don't. I want to say thank you to District 9. It's not often that all 26 colleagues see eye to eye. But our job as elected officials
He's gonna get in trouble.
is to be the voice for the voiceless. That's why y'all put us in these spaces. So I want to give him an opportunity to speak, just on his thoughts and, and how he feels. And I know this is something that he doesn't agree with, but I want to give him an opportunity to speak.
So I'm not used to coming to a press conference when I feel like I don't have much information. But I did want to be here today to support the family that lives in my district and to support Tammy. I think it's important that we are here and acknowledge that something that when or if you listen to that video, it is incredibly disturbing what you hear. And so again, I've reached out to JCPS, I've reached out to the school, I've reached out to LMPD. I've gotten very little information back. So I'm not up here to provide information. I really don't have much, but I felt like it was important to be here to acknowledge that something happened at Field Elementary in District 9, and to make sure that you guys know that we're acknowledging that and that we hear you and that we're amplifying that. But again, I don't have a lot of information to provide, but I wanted to be here as to support the family and to support Tammy.
Shout out to him.
All right.
Real talk. Shout out to him. I love how they moving.
Next, gonna bring up Miss Tiffany Lee, the mother of the child that this was done to.
This is gonna be hard. I want to thank everyone for being here with me, my son's father, James. I appreciate everyone being here. This all started because over the course of months, I was flooded with calls and complaints about my child's behavior. Behavior that was not typical, not normal, and not something as his parents we had ever seen in our sweet child. As his mother, I knew in my heart something was not right. I ordered a camera to be my son's eyes, his ears, his voice. I secretly hid the camera in his hair and sent him off to school on May 13th. And when I said I hid it, this is the camera I hid. So let's be clear. I stand before you not just as a mother, but as my son's voice, Samaj Lee. And standing with me is his father, James Baker. While I will be the only one speaking today, we stand united as parents fighting together for our son.
That's right.
Our son has severe nonverbal autism, meaning he cannot speak. People say they want the facts. What can you ask him if he cannot speak? But I can. I am his voice, and I will speak for him. We trusted his school to protect him, to care for him, and to treat him with dignity. Instead, he was harmed, silenced, and failed by the very people who were supposed to keep him safe. What I discovered on the camera footage is something no parent should ever have to see or hear. Our child was put in a situation where he was scared, overwhelmed, and powerless. And while this was happening, there was adults in the room who did nothing to stop it. This is unacceptable. So today, we are demanding accountability and change. I'm calling for a full, immediate investigation. Every teacher, every staff member who has access to my son must be interviewed. There needs to be a complete and honest review of what is happening inside these classrooms. We are demanding that the individual actually who assaulted our son be terminated immediately and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And not just him. Any staff member who witnessed this abuse and chose to stay silent must also be terminated. Silence is not a face of abuse and just to be quiet and keep it going. It's you being complicity. My son has severe nonverbal autism. He cannot speak, but I can. I am his voice, and I will speak for him. And this cannot stop with my son. We are calling for a Samaj law, a policy that requires cameras in a classroom that serves nonverbal and vulnerable children. Our children deserve protection, transparency, and accountability at all times. Not just when something goes wrong. No parent should have to question whether their child is safe at school. No child should suffer in silence because they cannot speak. My son deserves justice, and we will not fight. I will not stop fighting until he gets it, until no other child has to change or has to go through this. I am his voice, his eyes, his ears. He cannot speak, but I will speak for him. Justice for Samaj.
That you want to speak? Okay. Hearing a mother's cry has to be some accountability. If a kid is nonverbal, there's no way he should have to fight for his innocence. There's no way he should. It should be immediate questions on why he reacted the way he did. And my question is, how many more nonverbal? In a class full of 7. You know, when you send your kids to school, you feel like that that's a safe space.
Hello.
But to feel like that you gotta put a camera, it's so unacceptable. But guess what? The hands of these things are with us, the people. We determine who sits on the board. We determine who writes the laws, your legislators. We have got to protect our most vulnerable population. I had another parent that reached out. Right after this, I'm going to bring her up. She's going to tell you some things that happened with her child. So many parents wanted to show up today. So many parents wanted to speak out. They're not getting anywhere with Jefferson County Public Schools. They just want to feel heard. They want to know that something's going to happen. They want to know that it's okay to send their kids back to school. Education is so vital. But safety for our youth is way more important. I want to know that my child's going to make it home. Come on, say again. So I'm going to let Miss Monet come up and speak about, her child and what happened with Jefferson County Public Schools.
Thank you, Tammy. I don't know where to start at. I don't want to take nothing from you because when you was up here talking, I could feel your sorrow in your heart. My son is also autistic and he's nonverbal, but he knows how to talk. He knows Spanish, Wakili, and English. He's very intelligent. He's 6 years old and he's very affectionate with me, with family, with people that he don't know because he doesn't know. But the way my son was treated at Big Elementary, as it's just not, I just can't understand how they could do a precious child like that. I have 6 other kids, and none of my kids is like King. His name is King Joshua, y'all. He was getting mistreated to the point to where the staff was calling CPS on themselves. The staff, the security guard on March the 26th, my son fell because they let him walk around the whole school with his pull-up on, y'all. Let him take his pants and his shoes off. And I'm just like, if anybody see a kid and be like, hey, it's little girls in here, come on, put your shoes and your pants back on. You can't walk around like this. When nobody in the school like addressing it, I redirected him to do that. So on the 26th of March, he fell and hit his head, y'all. And he had a big concussion. And his head was so big, it was like orange. His head was like an orange. So I rushed my son to the emergency room, and they just told me just to come and get him. Because when you autistic, you don't want nobody to touch your ears. You don't want nobody to touch your head. So he was really crying, and they couldn't assess him. They couldn't get no vitals on him. They couldn't help my baby, and he fell that serious. I don't know the seriousness of the fall, but how hard his head, how big his head was, you couldn't imagine what happened to him. So we stayed in the hospital all night on the 26th. When I got there, the doctors was asking me, did he black out? Did he lose consciousness? I couldn't answer none of them questions. They did not let me see an incident report. They told me that whoever was his teacher wasn't there, so didn't nobody know what happened to my son. So I asked them, can they run the cameras back to let me see the seriousness of the fall? I wanted to see what happened to him. She told me that it was a HIPAA violation, and she couldn't let me see. They wouldn't tell me what happened to my son. So several different staff member called CPS and said that it's an everyday thing that King goes unattended and he walks around the whole school and he doesn't have nobody to care for him. So the security guard on the 31st, March the 31st, he came and he walked past the school door. You know, it's like a glass, where you can just look in there. He said that he seen my son locked in a room, sleep on a bookshelf. And they went on a field trip and left my son. He was unattended for several hours. And I guess he was just like, well, as no one here, I guess I just go to sleep. On the bookshelf, this is a week. He wasn't in school for a whole week after he fell. When I sent him back to school the next day, that happened. The security guard said he went to go open the door and couldn't get King out. He called the principal. The principal didn't have the key, y'all. She didn't have the key. He said that he had to call the man that cleans up to come and let my son out. So he called CPS because he said he was a black man. I'm not going to say his name, but he was the only security black man at Big Elementary. I applaud him for doing that for my son, calling CPS. I have 2 open CPSs on the school that the staff called, y'all. The staff called on their own self, and my son was left unattended, and that's not even it. It's several different things that happened with my son at the school. So Miss Kim is the principal. She will call and say, Mahogany, I'm short of staff. Can you keep King home? I don't have nobody to keep an eye on him. And we going on a field trip tomorrow. It's just like, we going on a field trip tomorrow. Can you keep King home? Because I'm short of staff. So months was going by, y'all. So many days that I kept my son home, and I'm so grateful that I did keep him home, because she was telling me that she wasn't going to watch him and wasn't nobody going to watch him. Several times that I came to pick my son up, she would be like, King got something in his mouth. He won't get this up. So when I used to come, my son used to be in there without any clothes on. So I'd be like, I said, ma'am, I said, you here in the office, why is my son in this printer room? It's a printer room in here, and it's like file cabinets and like plugs and stuff. It's like the little blue cot. My son is laying in this room on a blue cot with his pull-up on. Y'all, I think that was touching my son. He cannot talk to me. He knows how to talk, but he did tell me that they touched him or nothing, because why would my son keep taking his clothes off in the school? Tell me that. And these staff is not doing nothing about it. When I tell you that it's right here, it's so heavy for me. It's so heavy to hear her say that she did a camera. I wish I had a camera to see what they was doing to my baby, y'all. This is too much to deal with. We need justice for our kids. Well, that's all I have to say, y'all, but I am just overwhelmed.
Shame on it.
Just another school. Hearing these perspectives bring us back to the core framework of Jefferson County Public Schools' own regulations. Under federal law, state regulations, and exceptional child education guidelines, an IEP is a strict commitment to providing a free and appropriate public education in the least restrictive environment. Jefferson County Public School regulations are specifically designed to ensure that students with disabilities have equitable access to a safe and supportive learning environment. However, policies on paper are only as strong as their consistent implementation and oversight in practice. Jefferson County Public Schools must ensure its leadership is actively monitoring these environments to maintain students' safety. We understand there is an active investigation into these incidents at both schools, Bick and Field Elementary. We respect that there is a formal process in place and that investigations take time to establish the full set of facts. We are not here to prejudge again. However, our office is issuing a clear call to action regarding how that process is managed. We will not take these things happening lightly. In previous situations involving allegations or active investigations into student-teacher interactions, we have seen employees removed or reassigned from the classroom environment while investigations are underway. One of my own former colleagues was breaking up a fight. He had to prove his innocence while under investigation. They immediately removed him from the classroom and put him at the bus compound. Took a very long time before that investigation is over. We are calling for the same standards to be applied here immediately while the facts are being reviewed. Furthermore, we are calling for consistency in how these administration protocols are applied. Investigations, protective measures, and administrative actions must be executed in uniform manner across the board. We need some consistency. The process must be applied evenly and without variations. We cannot dictate the final outcome, but we can insist that the process itself meets the highest standards of accountability and transparency. Our office will continue to receive concerns from constituents. We will continue to work alongside our state partners, and we will continue to expect Jefferson County Public School to handle this matter and any other matter in a way that reflects the seriousness of these concerns and the standards of the community expects. Thank you. We will now open up for questions.
Have you guys been in contact at all with JCPS? Have you been able to talk to them at all? Any responsible?
Yes, I did speak with Dr. Yearwood. He had another obligation. He said if he was able to make it, that he would be late.
When you say you've been flooded with calls, you don't have to say which schools, but is it possible that there have been incidents at other JCPS schools?
Yes, actually there has been two at Field. One of the parents that was not able to be here today, she immediately removed her child. They sent her a letter about truancy. She still is not sending her child back. So she said she wants some she wants some answers.
And just to clarify, was that also an autistic child?
Yes.
I'm a parent from Field Elementary School, and I really do touch your heart. As a mom, I do worry because our mom and dad knows their child, and our teacher keeps telling us our child's misbehaving, your child's bad, but no, my child's not like that. A disability child is a loving, kind, they're really sweet, and as a mom, when we hear this news, it just broke my heart. Like, is this happening at this school? Is it just only for this child that happens to other children too?
Well,
I'm a brown Native American, and we're affected by it too.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm worried as a parent because is he still working?
Well,
I don't want him to be at that school.
right. Well, for no school no school for that matter. And I will be very candid and transparent with everyone. Metro government does not have any jurisdiction over Jefferson County Public Schools. But we're definitely going to use our voice, right? I felt like that this needed some awareness brought to it more than social media. They see the social media. They know what's going on, right? But I did notice once they found out that we were doing a press conference, they spoke up and said that there was an investigation. But prior to that, no one even acknowledged to us that there was an investigation that was going on. When you're dealing with people's kids, right? Most of you all in this room have kids. You want to know what's going on with your kids' investigation, especially when they cannot speak for themselves. There is no exception to that rule. It was multiple teachers in that room. Multiple, right?
They can't answer to tell me whether they got this guy on leave during this investigation.
Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Everybody can't ask. Okay, does any of the media have any more questions?
Is he still going to school, or have you guys kept him?
No. It's been 2 months.
How do you spell his name?
SEMAJ, that's James spelled backwards.
And so it would be that name, apostrophe, and then ball.
And a lot of times, awareness has to be brought to things like this. So you can try to talk to your kids. These kids are our future. When we move on, they'll still be here. And to just imagine that these things could be going on in our school system is a problem. It also brings several concerns to me on, Jefferson County Public Schools was in a $3 million deficit. I've been doing a lot of homework for the last few, days. This has really been laying really heavy on my heart. Especially when you have a multitude of families that have reached out to say, I've settled a lawsuit and I can't talk. I signed a paper saying that after it was resolved, I can't speak on it. Right? I want to take the community and a lot of the parents on a challenge. Get justice. Get justice first. Don't sign to be quiet. Get justice. Way too often that we look for the check. I gotta say what needs to be said. Get justice for your child first. It's most important.
We definitely will be getting justice.
Yeah. Quick question real quick, and then we got to wrap it up.
When JCPS hires people to teach our autistic kids, like, what does that process look like?
Well, there definitely are certain criterias to, hold on one second. There are certain criterias to be in those classrooms that you are supposed to have. And that I don't have in front of me, so I don't want to put out any wrong information, but I can get you that information on what those qualifications should look like in those classrooms. All right.
I want to say one last thing, because there was only one video shown. It's multiple videos.
Yeah.
This was one day. I trusted a camera to put on my child for one day. This video was over 3 hours. It was different sections of videos. The first video, all three teachers are talking about smoking marijuana, eating edibles, and this school is still open. This school is still open. They still in that school working, and this school is still open. An investigation like that, the end of the summer should have been when my child got hurt. When I said I had the proof. When they called the police, they called JCPS police. When they came, they handed me a small piece of paper, and that was it, and told me to leave. Because what did I look like? An angry black woman, I guess. But best believe, if that school is the last day is today. Because Monday, we marching Monday.
Thank you. All right, yeah, that's it.
Well, that's the end of the whole situation, man. I hope that she does get justice, and I will be bringing updates on this if I do see any. And if she goes live again, we'll talk about it again. But I simply want to say, man, in these type of situations, you got to be careful, you got to be vigilant, and you also got to be hands-on, because so many different things can go past you if you're really just not paying attention and being in tune with your kids. Take the time out to sit back and just understand your kids a little bit more. We may feel like we know everything about our kids, but sometimes we do need to take that extra step to make sure that we're receiving everything that we need to receive, because things are presented to us consistently, but we can't overlook them, especially with the weight of the world on our shoulders at this point in time, with the economy and community the way that it is right now. But look, I done say what I had to say. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. We're going to talk about this in the comments, and I'll holler at y'all later on another video. All right.